And you hear the water here. So this is why it's called Water Town, because this is a village which had a river running through it, and an easy name was to call it Water Town for all the tourists. So as you walk across the Water Town, you will always find these turns where you can see the river, and in some areas you can see the boats as well. Okay, so I'm going to show you some beautiful sights. I'm going to show you some beautiful sights here of the water village. This is a new feature here, and it's part of a package to go to the Great Wall of China. And so you experience the water village, which is renovated and reconstructed a bit to maintain the old world feel. And it's very convenient for tourists because in these old homes they've opened up restaurants, they've opened up restrooms and homestays and inns where you can rest and relax half of the day before you head to the cable car. So I'm going to show you some beautiful images here of the water village. So as you can see in the background, you hear some music in the background. It says restaurant and bar live show. So they have some live music in some of the restaurants here. There are also points where they have a mini stage where you can enjoy an evening ancient traditional Chinese opera. They have a light show. This fountain here, I think, has a music and light show in the evening. So it's a complete touristy package that you enjoy here at the Water Town, and you also get an old world feel because of some of the architecture, some of the old structures that they've maintained. And here behind me, as you can see, this is rebuilt, and there you go, spectacular. It's rebuilt but in the old style. And while walking through Water Town, you all the time feel that you're really walking through a village. Of course, it's a very crisp and pristine village with neat walkways. It's all been done for the convenience of tourists and visitors, and it's all in the build-up to the Great Wall. So I'm at one of the inns here, which is like a homestay in the Water Town, and it's been built with tiny cottages. A lot of the wood that you see is still old, but of course it is reconstructed entirely. It's just like a small pretty village, bringing it back to life and opening it to tourism.
It's a bread, rice bread.
Garlic.
It's very
garlic,
good.
garlic leaves or sprouts.
But a little bit different taste, but same. 这个就哦行，这个就搁上面让它转。If you want beer, you take the cup and share by yourself. Okay?
Sure.
After taking
These small cups? These ones?
Yes, small cup.
But the cups are...
So this is a special entry to the Great Wall of China. We're not going to trek it up, but we're using a cable car because we're so delicate. And this is the cable car. Looks small. I don't know how many people it's going to take, but this is a new system. It started a few years ago with the 3 years of COVID break. And we're all going to walk into this cable car. You can imagine the view we're going to have and the comfort and convenience to be on the Great Wall without having to climb all those steps. Amazing. Okay. So now I'm inside the cable car. And I'm going to turn the camera here so that all of you can see what a ride this is. Now I'm taking a 360 degree here for all of you to understand how it seems inside the cable car. And once again, I must repeat, this is incredibly convenient. Imagine visiting the Great Wall of China without doing that trek of 100 stairs. And we're actually going to be, I think, stepping down at a point where you can enjoy the wall directly. Okay, this is the arrival. Be careful. Quite evidently.
Down, go out. Okay.
of the Great W or are extremely steep. Please do not run during the tour. Pay attention to your feet when going up and down the steps, but control the speed of up and down. The weather is hot. Please pay attention to heat stroke prevention and arrange your physical strength reasonably.
Okay, so we've heard the instructions of the kind AI lady. She's asking us to watch our step. She's saying it's hot, to stay hydrated. And I want to show you some close-ups of these red tiny post-its or messages that have been hung here by people visiting.
你跟他说时间不确定，对你别跟他定哪个时间了，不耽误你们。
It's I still call it a mini trek. There's of course still some climbing to do here. You can't just parachute onto the wall. This will give you an idea of how steep really the climb is, despite the cable car, but it is still only half the struggle. Okay, here I am. I'm going to do a 360 for you to know that yes, I did that steep climb despite the comfort of a cable car. And there it is. Woohoo! So here I am with Elaine. We've just been
We are heroes. We're back from the war already. We are heroes.
And Elaine literally had to pull me up at a certain stage. But we managed to reach the tip and we're now going back to the cable car. So what we saw there at the top was part of the Great Wall of China, of course. The boundary wall was a bit different, as you would have noticed from the other tourist pictures that we see, but that's because the Great Wall of China is being built in so many parts that certain parts would seem different, but it's all part of the Great Wall.
It's in a lifetime.
Yeah, and I'm glad we did it right now.
Yes.
The body can still manage.
Sure.
Alright, so I'm back at the cable car and we're going back to the water town. So this was a trip actually which was a combination of the water town plus the cable car to go to the Great Wall of China. There are other openings as well to the Great Wall of China, but people do that by walking. We had a different experience. We got to experience the water town and we got the comfort of a cable car and saw part of the wall. And this has certainly been very unique.